It is time to leave your worries outside and laugh with us inside the Treehouse. I'm Dan O'Malley, along with Trey Trenholm, Raj Sharma, and Jerry Caldwell. On a Friday, November 15th, 2024. Happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday to you, Dan.
Thank you, Trey. Appreciate that. I think this may be one of my new favorite games to play inside the Treehouse because I'm kind of like a kitten. I like any new shiny object to distract me from everything, which, if we're being honest, that's kind of what we are here inside the Treehouse. We are the distracting, shining, funny object in front of your face.
Aren't you more like a new puppy?
We're not talking about that right now, Trey.
What'd you name him?
Nothing.
What did Tara name him?
I have no idea. I'm still in mid decline. No. I'm in mid putting foot down. It's somewhere between my knee and the ground.
So you're basically standing there like Captain Morgan?
There has been a lot of drinking, yes. No, one of my new favorite things to do here inside the Treehouse is one of our new games, one of our new features. It's a little game that we stole from Ripley because they don't really seem to be doing much with it lately, and that is Believe It or Not. So I'd like to start our Epic Friday show inside the Treehouse with a new version of Believe It or Not inside the Treehouse. So I'm going to read today a headline to you three gentlemen, and you have to tell me whether or not you believe it. All right? So here we go on a Friday edition of.
That's a professional hitting the post right there.
Yeah, I kind of stepped on it a little bit, which in radio terms is known as crashing, which is ironic because this Believe It or Not story is from Spirit Airlines. All right, so here we go. Believe it or not, for today, Friday, November 15th, 2024. Believe it or not, Spirit Airlines hopes that furloughing 330 pilots will clear a path to profitability. Spirit Airlines hopes furloughing 330 pilots will clear a path to profitability. Do you believe it or not? Trey, yes or no?
It sounds just absurd enough for Spirit Airlines. I'm going to go yes, I believe it.
Raj, what say you?
I've flown them enough to know that this has got to be a true story.
And Jerry, do you believe it or not?
I'm with the absurdity argument. I believe it.
Congratulations, you are all correct. In today's version of Believe It or Not, it is in fact a true story. Spirit Airlines hopes that furloughing 330 pilots is going to clear a path to profitability. Look, I'm no MBA. I've only owned a business for a short amount of time, but a business strategy focusing on not doing any business is certainly a strategy. Unless Spirit Airlines plans on having a pay to fly the plane yourself feature, I don't see how furloughing pilots is going to help you stay in business at all, because if you're not flying, you're not making any money. Am I wrong on that, Trey? You're kind of a business guy in here.
On face value, yes, I am sure this has something to do with older pilots and seniority, and it's cheaper to write them off and furlough them than and it basically probably hire younger ones.
I can't believe they have 330 superfluous pilots.
Yeah,
I mean, how big is Spirit?
That really does make you think.
Boy, how depressing is that to get laid off by Spirit? What does that do for your morale as a pilot? Like, I'm not even good enough for them.
Yeah, I think at that point, you start going back and rewatching the original Top Gun and thinking, well, you know, flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog crap out of Hong Kong sounds pretty good right about now.
Yeah.
But Spirit Airlines announced that it will furlough 330 pilots at the end of January next year. The Canary Yellow branded carrier has been in a coal mine even before a federal judge shot down a $3.8 billion merger with JetBlue in March. Spirit failed to report a profit in 5 of the last 6 quarters. The ultra low-cost carrier is reportedly exploring a merger with its initial bidder, Frontier Airlines. So not only is Spirit Airlines furloughing pilots to try to save money, they're also basically doing the corporate version of panhandling, asking for someone to merge with them.
And of all airlines, it's Frontier.
Uh-huh.
Or JetBlue. I mean,
Oh well, what's the going price? Like, how is Frontier? But like, you know what? We'll see if we can sell some more chips, and maybe we can buy you.
Right.
Well,
right. We're gonna go
the,
around everybody, see what change they got in their pockets. Maybe we can.
Yeah.
It's the only airline with a GoFundMe.
It's like, and you thought, you know how firefighters do the Fill the Boot campaign.
Fill the cockpit.
Yeah, now it's Spirit. Now all Spirit Airlines flights are coin operated.
On the way out, you got to tip your pilot. Just put it in his G-string. There you go, buddy.
Oh, by the way, good news, bad news for you furloughed pilots. The good news is we're going to bring you back. The bad news is what size thong you wear.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
All right. If you are in the market for a new vehicle, you need to get a hold of our friends at Fair Lease. Fairlease.org is the website. Like I said, if you're in the market for a new vehicle, they're the people to get a hold of. Go to fairlease.org. The phone number is right there. You can email them as well. And while you're on the website, take a look through their inventory. You got a lot there to choose from. And if for some reason the vehicle you really, really want is not currently in Fair Lease's inventory, it's no big deal. You know why? Because while you do whatever it is you want to do, play a video game, go to work, go to the movie, they'll go get that vehicle wherever it is and bring it to you. And when it comes time to sign the paperwork and everything, you can do that electronically. You can do that remotely as well. Everything handled online for you, making it quick and easy and extremely affordable. You might even be able to take advantage of no payments for 90 days when you lease that new vehicle through Fair Lease. So again, just go to fairlease.org and give them a shout and tell them you heard about them right here inside the Treehouse. Lease the no-hassle way with Fair Lease at fairlease.org. That website again is fairlease.org.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
That first segment of the Treehouse is brought to you by Fair Lease. If you are in the market for a new vehicle, you can save time and money when you get that new vehicle from our friends at Fair Lease. The website is fairlease.org. Once again, for the new vehicle and leasing the no-hassle way, go to fairlease.org. Jerry, that was a good catch. Usually, I'm pretty good at catching the puns or the clever wordplay in news articles, but I missed this one in the story about the Spirit Airlines furloughing its pilots. And Raj, you asked about how much does it really cost, to buy Spirit?
Mm-hmm.
From the news story, I even read it and I didn't catch it, but Jerry pointed it out. Spirit Airlines has been in trouble. Spirit Airlines had a federal judge shoot down a $3.8 billion merger with JetBlue Airways in March. And Jerry, you pointed it out. You like, it seems pretty deliberate to use, shoot down in the article.
A judicial ground-to-air missile, so to speak.
Yeah. See, that's something Jerry could call out if I said it. There's the FBI shows up. And Gitmo happens. You know how that works.
Yeah.
I got
Your
you.
idea, your beach vacation is vastly different than our beach vacation.
Yeah. It's all inclusive, I can promise you.
Right.
Yeah, but it's
They
not
fly you
fun
down
jet
on
taking
Spirit.
you. Oh man. And especially with the shoot down thing. I mean, I even saw in the news is just recently. It's as long as you're not flying over Haiti, I don't think that'll be too big of a problem.
That is, I just saw that Spirit Airlines got shot at. I'm like,
Mhm.
what?
I don't know if it was Spirit, but I mean, the FAA grounded air traffic or just said we're not flying in and out of Haiti for like 30 days because there were 3 separate incidents of planes being shot at by people on the ground.
No,
Mhm.
Spirit Airlines was one of them. Like that's what I'm trying to say. It's like how much worse can your flight get? Like,
Come
you already-
on.
you
You're
had
already
paid-
on Spirit.
Yeah, you're already on Spirit. If you didn't bump up to the comfy or the big chair, then you're just in a plastic seat. You paid $8 for a water and Pringles, and now you're getting shot at by Haitians. Like,
You're flying into a war zone. That's-
If you would like to buy the seat upgrade in the bulletproof protected fuselage portion of the Spirit aircraft, that's going you can do that, but it's going to cost you. So I mean, look, crime is a problem everywhere. It's certainly a problem in Haiti. But I have also noticed something about myself, and that is I'm pretty sure I've been watching too many crime shows lately. And if you're worried, if you are watching too many crime shows, then I think I can help you out because I have been watching too many crime shows. And how do I know this? I'm going to tell you. As my wife and I were leaving Home Depot the other day, I got in the car to turn it on while she returned the shopping cart, right? And after about 15 or 20 seconds, she wasn't back yet. So I started to get worried. And I got so worried, I started thinking, oh my God, what if she got kidnapped? So I got out of the car and I'm looking around. And eventually I see her. But why did I have such a huge, scary reaction? Well, we had just finished watching a documentary about Lacey Peterson. And we had also just recently watched a show about Amber Hagerman's story, which inspired the Amber Alert program.
Mhm.
And like I said, I saw my wife after about 15 or 20 seconds after I got out of the car. It just turned out that she went to go get a bag of popcorn by the front door at Home Depot after she returned the cart. So that's one sign is after less than 30 seconds, you think your significant other's been, kidnapped. There's sign number one. You've been watching too many crime shows. Another one for me is I keep driving by this blue barrel on the side of the road.
Mhm.
And I wonder if there's a body in there decomposing because we watched the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix and I can't look at a blue barrel the same anymore. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's 2 signs. Then there's a third sign. And this one I believe is the ultimate way to know you've been watching too many crime shows is out of the blue. My wife asked me what I would do if she disappeared.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you have a game plan in place already?
Yes.
I do too.
And it's called look for. Luckily for me, I actually had a good answer to this because this isn't something I think about regularly. Is hey, what am I going to do if my wife disappears? Well, I'm going to look for her. All right, well there you go. So when she asked me, what are you going to do? What would you do if I disappeared? And this was right after we had finished watching a Lacey Peterson, Scott Peterson documentary thing, and he did everything wrong. Everything you should not do is what he did in the aftermath of his wife disappearing and eventually being found dead along with their unborn child. And I
So
said,
Dan,
yes,
what
Trey,
should he have done, Dan?
Yes. Tell us, white guy.
Yeah.
look for her.
Don't dye your hair.
My answer was pretty simple is I'm going to be out there actively looking for her, not doing the Scott Peterson thing, just kind of hanging out at the house, walking the dog, not doing any TV interviews or anything. It's like, I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna be doing interviews, but here's the thing. I'm not going to be sitting on the couch as you interview me. I'm going to be out looking. I'm going to be proactive. I'm scouring the earth, and I'm going to be looking for you. That's what I told her. I said, if the police want to interview me and try to rule me out as a suspect or think I am a suspect, then they can interrogate me as I'm actively looking for you. That's what's going to happen. If they want to polygraph me, I'll take the polygraph as long as my attorney approves it while I am looking for you.
Oh, there we go. There's the key.
No.
Mhm.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the answer over the attorney.
But
show.
I will not. I'll be the Energizer Bunny of looking for my spouse. I will not stop. I will keep looking for you.
What if he was like, what if he gets like camera fright? Like he can't talk in front of cameras. He's nervous in front of people.
Then you still stick your ugly idiot face in front of the camera and you lock up, because they won't know that you're not a good public speaker or that you're nervous. They'll just think you're so broken up that you can't even talk. As long as you're on camera and someone's got their arm around you talking for you and you look sad, you look like you care that your wife has gone missing, then you probably got a pretty good, you look better.
What if he has like some sort of like psoriatic arthritis where he can't scour? Much
Well, if
like
that was
you
the
would?
case, then he wasn't going to be putting his boat in the water 90 miles away anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What if
All I'm saying, I don't want to get too off track here. The reason I brought it up is just because there's signs that you've been watching too many crime shows. We are not true crime people. It's not our normal form of entertainment. I know people that love the true crime genre and they ingest it all the time. You, Raj, you're one of them. Trey, Jerry, you're pointing at yourself as well. We are not those people. We were curious about it because we watched the OJ trial thing. That was on FX years ago. We watched that, so we were curious. So we watched a couple other things, and then I started seeing the world differently after only watching 3 documentaries, and I've realized, okay, I've overdone it. Now it's time to pull back a little bit.
Yeah, see, I'm brown with a white one. So I just go to the police. I don't even wait. Like if she's gone 30 seconds, I'm driving to the police station. I'm just turning myself in. I'm not scouring. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, I'm not even hiring an attorney. I'm like, I'm here. Waterboard me if you need. I'm good.
I haven't had anything to drink in a couple hours, so this may work out.
We're like, you have to wait 48 hours for missing persons. I'm like, it's been 30 seconds. I'm brown. Here I am. Good.
let's just speed up the process here a little bit.
Can we just get the judge to go guilty? And then I'll just
Meanwhile, she's in the courtroom going, I'm right here.
Don't
I'm
listen to
fine.
her. She lies.
We know you did it.
I'm admitting to it. I'm just telling you. What kind of meal program do we have? I'm like,
lots of on the menu.
Sign me up. Give me some orange jumpsuits. I'm brown. I look fabulous in orange. Let's go.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Let's get Daniel Cook from Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration into the Treehouse. 833-COOK-DFW for your free roof inspection. The website, cookdfw.com. You guys do lots of great work on roofs, and the restoration part of the side of the business also means, you're doing remodeling work underneath the roof inside the home as well. And you were telling me just recently that you, Daniel, and Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration offer lifetime warranties on all your work.
Yeah, Dan, that's something that we talked about for a while now, and we decided to go ahead and just pull the trigger on it. We've had excellent reviews. We've had excellent referrals. People really love our work when they give us a chance, and we just want to put our money where our mouth is. And, that's the best way I can always say that is just back it up. Back it up. When I was growing up and I told somebody I was going to kick their ass, you got to back it up. Well, now that I'm a grown man and we're doing professional services on people's homes and I tell them that they're never going to have a better experience, I'm backing it up. We're going to take care of your home because we want you to have that peace of mind knowing that after we left, you have the very best product left behind. Your home is safe. Your family's taken care of, and that you don't have to worry about us not coming back.
You can experience it for yourself, and you can put your money where Daniel's mouth is. And he'll honor it, as you just heard. Even if he dies, he's still going to honor this stuff. I mean, that's some serious integrity and quality craftsmanship to have the confidence to be like, yeah, this is how we do things. So you give the man a call for that free roof inspection, 833-COOK-DFW, the website, cookdfw.com.
the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Did you know you can advertise inside the Treehouse? It is true. You can do it. Just shoot us an email, treehouseonair@gmail.com. You too can advertise right here inside the Treehouse. Great options available. treehouseonair@gmail.com. That's treehouseonair@gmail.com. I think, I'm not certain, but based on the little kernel of information I received, it is very possible that our very own Trey Trenholm witnessed an international incident. Trey, I'll let you go deeper into the story with Raj and Jerry here inside the Treehouse about this international incident.
Well, we the other night had a group of guys come in the bar that were in Dallas on business. They office out of Singapore, and it happened to be 3 Australians and 2 Americans.
So
Lovely.
three Australians and 2 Americans walk into a bar. Got it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Already having a good time, and they proceeded to have a great time. I mean, popping bottles of Dom, Ace of Spades, high, tequilas, everything. They were the life of the party. And a fun bunch. Australians are just really wonderful people.
Raj would know. Raj would know. He was married to one for a spell.
However, they use a word that they use it. It just rolls off the tongue. It sounds fun. It sounds delightful. That in America is very frowned upon.
Is that a vertical frown? Which also happens to be one of your favorite words, Trey.
It is. And, but I wish I could say, I mean, they say it. I mean, and it sounds so affectionate. It's like, and they could, it's wonderful. They're like, oh, I love you. Like,
if an Australian could hug you with a word.
Yes.
It feels like a warm hug.
And they even if they call it, say stupid in front of it, or bloody or whatever, it all it sounds festive and fun.
It is. It's not meant. There's no malice behind it.
No.
When I was married to Claire, the Australian girl, when we would drive, everybody was one. The lady that was driving, she drives like one. The guy who was walking, he walks like one. I'm laughing like one.
You would have thought she was in the military, as many C bombs as she threw around.
Yeah, I was like, what? How long were you a merchant marine? Why do you talk like this? Like
sailors are blushing.
You went to private school, for God's sake.
Oh,
yeah.
She had them all stored up. She's still trying to get out the backlog.
Yeah. Well, she does. Yeah, and it's she would have friends come in from Australia. They would meet us at the bar in Hollywood, and I've heard a lot about you. And there's the word, and I'm like, you too, and then I just sound like I'm insulting him.
It really is. There are certain things that the American accent just absolutely it's a hatchet job, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But that is the word. It's Trey's favorite word, but he uses it for evil.
Not always.
Give me an example where you've used the word and it worked out nicely. Or that
imitating an Australian.
His Steve Irwin is killer.
Yeah, Trey is Hunter. No, really. Yeah. Give me an example of you using the word in a positive way.
I was imitating an Australian.
Yeah, that. I mean, or the Irish do it really well. The British kind of do it well.
Just about every other accent from around the world can say that word, and it sounds fine. But for whatever reason, the American accent, when you say it, like the paint starts to peel off the walls, the foundations start to rattle. I mean, it's bad stuff.
We have that deep U in the middle. They have more of a, like, replace the U with a double O. It just kind of Just a little smoother as it comes out.
Yeah, and it's also like white European countries that can get away with saying it. Like you don't want Asians and South Asians. We just sound malicious. Like you don't Japanese people don't sound happy when they say that word like at all. Indians are just mad that you're not extending your warranty.
Yeah,
I'll tell you who else didn't take kindly to it.
Oh, women.
Latinas.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't even I don't even know if there's a word for that in Spanish, like for that word specifically. I know like for that part there are various words for it, but because like you said, Raj, there's all these other countries around the world. Like I don't know if Japan has a word for that specific word.
Right. My cousin's half Japanese. I could ask, but there's a language barrier. So he would have to use Google Translator. That would just be funny. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Latin women, I could see not taking too kindly, like heels and earrings coming off. I could see that.
The thing you have to be careful about when you use the word is when you say it, it's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because as soon as you call a woman, she then will become a.
Yes, I've never been that ballsy to maliciously call a woman that.
You know why? Because you're not a.
That's right. But according to all our friends, I'm a jolly one.
You are right, though. It's interesting how you can put just about any word in front of it. Like you can put any adverb in front of that word, and it seems to work. Like you could be a. That's the bad one, or you could be a lovely, or as you said, a jolly. Like I mean, it's Christmas time, so maybe that's got the time in there.
Fabulous is a good one.
They put stupid in front of it, and it sounds, sounds great.
Yeah,
It's affectionate.
Come to think of it, Australian Santa Claus could probably say, and it would sound awesome. Like the Australian Santa Claus comes down the chimney or crawls out of the ocean and says, "Good day, you jolly." My Australian's not very good.
I mean, they could probably change the Christmas to bleepmas.
And it would be celebrated just as festively.
Yeah, I'd buy a gift.
I can't wait to see that registry.
That's gonna be one weird white elephant party.
You think that's gonna be weird? Wait until you see the stocking stuffers.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Let's get Jacqueline from Brooks Plumbing into the Treehouse now. For any and all of your plumbing wants and needs, give her and all of them there a call, 214-368-3838, the website brooksplumbingtexas.com. When I had my house in Dallas, Jacqueline, you came out a few times to help us with some issues, and your response time was phenomenal. And it wasn't just because it was me. It was because that's the kind of company you run. You go out of your way trying to help every client and try to get there as soon as you can.
Well, I mean, the reality of it is that plumbing is unfortunately a need and not so much a want. Yes, you can want to remodel the bathroom and that's not pressing, but typically when it comes to service or leak investigations, et cetera, if you've got a stoppage on the main line and you don't know and you keep putting liquid or, waste into the drains, if it has nowhere to go, it will come back in the house. And at that point in time, it's no longer a want, it's a need. And that sort of thing can't wait. When you have those emergencies, you have got to figure out how to manage the crew so that you can have the best response time.
That's right. And they'll show up and they'll do it quickly. Call Jacqueline from Brooks Plumbing for any and all of those plumbing wants and needs. 214-368-3838. And again, that website, brooksplumbingtexas.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
And don't forget about our subscriptions that are available on Patreon, patreon.com/treehouseonair. 3 levels of Treehouse Plus to satisfy all your Treehouse cravings. Treehouse Plus, Treehouse Super Plus, and Ultimate Treehouse, all available at patreon.com/treehouseonair. Thank you for subscribing and listening and watching. At the risk of being canceled or just being taken out of context entirely, speaking of, has anyone been hit by the 4B movement?
I've seen it.
Trey's seen it. Oh boy, Trey has seen it. Is everyone familiar with the 4B movement? Raj, yes or no?
Kinda. I was starting to read something about it the other day, and I got distracted with Murder TV.
Okay, I'll help you out. Jerry, are you familiar with the 4B movement?
I am afraid to say this for some reason, but no, not at all.
Okay, well, Trey and I are now going to enlighten you. In the hours and days since it became clear that Donald Trump would be reelected president of the United States, there's been a surge of interest in the United States for 4B. Young liberal women across TikTok and Instagram are discussing and sharing information about the South Korean feminist movement. So this originated, the 4B movement originated in South Korea. And this is in which straight women refuse to marry, have children, date, or have sex with men.
Okay.
So in response to Trump being elected president, a number of women are deciding to go ultra feminist and employ the 4B model of South Korean feminism and take it upon here in America.
And just as a point of reference, it works so well in South Korea because it started in 2019 in South Korea. They came up with the South Korean cheerleaders. There we go.
I think you can have both.
I love the idea of a celibate cheerleader. That sounds that's a movie nobody rents. Celibate cheerleaders 4. I can't wait.
What's gonna happen?
Nothing this time either.
Look, I mean, I'm all for body autonomy. I'm a big believer of, you should be able to do what you want with your body as long as it doesn't, affect everybody else, kind of a thing. I'm big on freedom and independence in that manner. Look, if you want to go on a sex strike, I support you. If you go for it, I'm a big believer in you do you.
Well, that's basically the only thing
That's
that's
what you have to do. Exactly, right.
And one of the things
that
one of the things that some of the women that are adopting this philosophy are doing is shaving their heads.
Well, that'll make things easier for the men.
I mean, Sinead O'Connor was hot.
I was about to say that can be hot.
She was also really into butt stuff.
Okay, that was a weird thing to bring up and a weird thing to know off the top of the head there, Dan.
Here's the thing. The job I have, Raj, I have lots of weird information up here, and ironically, my head, which is also kind of shaved.
Not fantastic singer. She was a proud mother. She had a top hit. Prince wrote the song. Nope. Butt stuff. That's what Dan remembers.
Hey, hang on. I remember the other stuff as well. The thing is, though, is that she was the one that she couldn't shut up about it to anyone that would listen about how much she loved butt stuff.
Okay.
That's the reason I know about it. It's not like I found out for some secret way or that she told me herself. I mean, she was telling the world, and that's how I found out about it.
And yet somehow I just now found out about that from you.
Same here.
I consider myself, withholding a lot of useless information, and even I didn't know that.
You didn't know Sinead O'Connor really, really, really loved butt stuff.
No,
are you talking about the same Sinead O'Connor we are, or some chick you went to high school with? Like I don't know.
No, I've never even known a Sinead personally. Yes, the same Sinead O'Connor, the one that says nothing compares to you, probably because he too was really into butt stuff.
Okay.
Or she, because I think she ended up being lesbian. But yeah, same one who on Saturday Night Live got banned because she tore up the photo of the Pope.
Yeah. Okay.
That's her.
Yeah. That stuff you remember secondarily. But the
No, I
primary
remember the
thing-
other stuff primarily, but that's sort of just a given.
Oh, the wonderful voice and the haunting melodies. That's just a given. But butt stuff, top of the list there, Dan.
Hey, man, it's butt stuff.
Okay.
That sticks out.
Yes, it does, Jerry. Thank you. And if we're being honest, if you're that into butt stuff, that might be why she has all those other traits. I mean, you're gonna sing pretty dark and melancholy-ish if you're really into butt stuff.
Especially if there's still something sticking out. That's the problem, I think. Maybe that's why she was so angry.
She's having to remind people that she has other holes. But I've got 2 ears.
You know, here's the thing that I admire about this show, and I always have, is in between the jokes, you're going to learn some stuff. And if nothing else, not the merger between Spirit Airlines and Frontier, no. Not the cabinet appointees, not the election, no. Sinead and her butt stuff. That's what you're going to take away from Friday's episode. You get to go into the weekend telling people about how much Sinead O'Connor liked butt stuff.
That's right. You'll be talking about this around the cooler on Monday.
You'll be talking about this the rest of your goddamn life.
I probably will not, but
well, I mean, and the sad thing is that Sinead O'Connor has passed away. I could hope though that she died doing what she loved,
and it wasn't singing, apparently, according to Dan.
Every singer has different methods to hit certain notes, and hers just happened to be brown.
Some people have warm water with honey, maybe some scotch, maybe some red wine. Sinead, oh, you got to hit that high note. Break out the anal beads. Let's see what you can do.
God, maybe that's why there was never a behind the music with her.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
That previous segment brought to you by Fair Lease. To get your new vehicle, lease it from Fair Lease. Go to fairlease.org. That is fairlease.org. It is, of course, Friday, November 15th, 2024. If there's anything that can get us off the butt stuff train, it's going to be birthdays. Shalane Woodley, I think I'm saying that correctly, is 33 today. She's probably best known as Triss in the Divergent movies, Hazel in the movie The Fault in Our Stars, and also Jane Chapman on HBO's Big Little Lies. She was also attached to NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers for a time. I'm not sure if I remember this correctly. I think they were engaged. But I do know that Sinead O'Connor was into butt stuff.
that you remember, Aaron Rodgers being engaged.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. You know how you can read a fortune cookie and then you add the phrase on the end of it in bed? Or how Triumph, the insult comic dog, will say something and then at the end we'll tag it with "for me to poop on."
Yes.
I guess my unfortunate tag is and Sinead O'Connor's into butt stuff. So read any headline, and then you can just add that in there. In fact, let me try that real quick. Let me go to CNN real quick just to see. Ridiculous. Senior commanders react to Trump's cabinet picks. Also, Sinead O'Connor's into butt stuff.
Yes.
I would read that story.
Okay. Let me see what else I have. 10 Commandment stone used as paving slab outside someone's home to be auctioned for $2 million. Also, Sinead O'Connor's into butt stuff.
The McRib is back. Also, Sinead O'Connor's into butt stuff. We can do it with any story. That's great.
Another storm is brewing in the Caribbean. Just like Sinead O'Connor's butt. That's kind of a stretch, but yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, other birthdays today. We've got, so Shailene Woodley is 33. Winston Duke is 38. He is probably best known as M'Baku in the Black Panther movies. Love him in those, by the way. He is also Lupita's husband in Us. And I'm willing to bet I'm the only one that saw this movie that came out on Netflix a couple years ago. Raj, don't just start immediately nodding your head yes, like you know it to be true. He was also co-star in the movie Spencer on Netflix, which starred Mark Wahlberg. That was sort of a reboot of the Spencer for Hire TV show that was done back in the 80s. So he was in that too.
I did see that.
See?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Nobody saw that, Dan. I think you just get certain movies just sent to you.
You mean Netflix didn't recommend that Wahlberg vehicle to you?
No, I think that people at Netflix are like, "What's O'Malley watching these days?" We'll send them Spencer.
Yeah, just remember that anytime that Netflix comes out with a streaming statistic that says 39 million streams of this film, 20 million of those are going to be me.
I think Netflix has a database. When they have certain things that have to hit, let's say 100 views, Dan's on that list that they know if they send it to him. All right, there's one for sure.
You know how
If
the
it's really
elves,
bad too.
You know how the elves at the North Pole will sing Christmas carols and stuff while making toys for Santa? I like to think that at Netflix, all the people that work at Netflix are constantly singing the song, "We know what Dan likes, we know what Dan wants."
They have Nielsen ratings. Netflix has O'Malley ratings.
Yeah.
How many O'Malleys do you give this? It said only 2 scotches.
Time to step it up.
Spencer
That's
got
actually
4
not bad.
whiskey.
It's like because Siskel and Ebert have their thumbs. Rotten Tomatoes has, the splash-o-meter or whatever, and how many popcorn heads. And for me, it's how many. I don't even know what mine would be, but
No, the Razzies should have you.
I would happily host the Razzies.
No, I'm just like, how bad is it? 2 Dans.
One and a half O'Malleys. Oh, this is a bad movie. I mean, he still watched it all the way through.
I'm not sure if I should be insulted or kind of flattered.
Lean into it.
Like Sinead O'Connor's butt stuff.
Thank you.
See, it works. You're welcome. Anyway, Winston Duke is 38 today. Chad Krieger from Nickelback is 50. Johnny Lee Miller from Sherlock Holmes, he played Sherlock Holmes on Elementary, is 52. He was also in a great movie back in the day when he was, I believe, married to Angelina Jolie. The movie is called Hackers. That was a fun movie back in the day.
How many Dans did that get?
I enjoyed Hackers.
Oh, 3 Dans.
That's right. I don't know out of how many yet, though. Beverly D'Angelo is 73, best known as playing Ellen Griswold in the Vacation movies.
One of the hottest women that ever existed.
Were you really turned on by her in American History X?
I mean...
Or just when she was doing the towel dance in European Vacation?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You know why that movie's so good? Because it's based in Europe, where Sinead O'Connor's from.
And where apparently butt stuff originated.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Also, let's see. Sam Waterston is 84 from Law and Order fame. Singer Petula Clark is 92.
Okay.
And Randy Macho Man Savage. Today is his birthday, but he passed away in 2011, and I think that was because of a heart attack while he was driving and then ran into a tree.
Yes. The heart attack killed him. The tree was secondary.
Right.
Yeah. The tree was just cheddar.
Well,
Insult to injury.
He could have been having a heart attack and hit the tree and then a head injury, but he was dead when he hit the tree. I'm not going to say it was steroids, but wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Lots of steroids.
Might have contributed just a little bit.
Has a tendency to jack up the heart.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where like Sinead O'Connor could pop in with a PSA that says not everything goes in your butt.
I think you would then check for her PSA is what you were going to be doing.
I'm just going to run this show right into a tree.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Back inside the Treehouse now, like Aaron said right there. Be sure to check out all things Treehouse at treehouseonair.com. That's treehouseonair.com. Happy Friday to everybody. Hope it's a great one leading into the weekend. Now that you are armed with information that you never asked for, which is kind of our bag in the Treehouse, we also managed to tell you about the 4B movement, which this song flies in the face of. But while there is a 4B movement, our very own Trey Trenholm is starting his own movement. I will let Trey tell you more about his movement in response to the No B movement.
Has your significant other ever tried to jump out of a moving car? Have you ever been attracted to Kanye West, Charlie Sheen, Britney Spears post-2007, or a Jenner/Kardashian? Are you a victim of the 4B movement? Then the Treehouse is here to help you. Welcome to the No C movement. We know we can't fix crazy, so we're going to help the people who enable it. Go to treehouseonair.com, and for only $5, we'll send you a No C red wristband for show and a No C red rubber band for no. Proudly wear the red wristband showing your support for the No C movement and the red rubber band to snap yourself with anytime you're attracted to or enabling crazy. And because crazy doesn't discriminate, this movement is for everyone who has ever known the stabbing pain, literal and metaphorical, of loving a crazy person. So join the movement now. Go to treehouseonair.com and join the No C movement to show your support against crazy. And remember, if I was Australian, it wouldn't be crazy.
I like it, but I feel like it might be missing just a little something. Let me try this again here. Come on.
Has your significant other ever tried to jump out of a moving car? Have you ever been attracted to Kanye West, Charlie Sheen, Britney Spears post-2007, or a Jenner/Kardashian? Are you a victim of the 4B movement? Then the Treehouse is here to help you. Welcome to the No C movement. We know we can't fix crazy, so we're going to help the people who enable it. Go to treehouseonair.com, and for only $5, we'll send you a No C red wristband for show and a No C red rubber band for no. Proudly wear the red wristband showing your support for the No C movement
and the red rubber band to snap yourself with anytime you're attracted to or enabling crazy. And because crazy doesn't discriminate, this movement is for everyone who has ever known the stabbing pain, literal and metaphorical, of loving a crazy person. So join the movement now. Go to treehouseonair.com and join the No See movement to show your support against crazy. And remember, if I was Australian, it wouldn't be crazy.
Well done, sir. Well,
I can get behind that.
yeah.
That's a,
There's one line I'm gonna go back to see if I can pinpoint this real quick that really stood out to me. Hang on.
People who enable it. Go to treehouseonair.com and for only $5, we'll send you a no-see red wristband for show and a no-see red rubber band.
Right there. I thought you were gonna say a no-see red rubber and then stop. Which might also be a good idea. Just like
you're right.
like, it's kind of like building your own personal wall.
Oh, Dan. Crazy pokes hole in it with a pin when you're in the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Or nods through it with her teeth while you watch.
Hopefully not while it's on.
That's what you're into.
For those of us about to die, we salute you.
Yeah, I can get on board. I'm gonna go and get my my wristband and my rubber band. I'm on board.
The rubber snaps. I'm proud of you, Trey.
Thank you.
Damn proud. Oh, just visualizing a little band, what it's going to look like. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us inside the Treehouse. We had a really fun week. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Raj. Thank you, Jerry.
Sinead O'Connor would have been behind that movement for a totally different reason.
I think she's the poster child for it. Oh, man. All right. We will see you. We will see you Monday right back inside here, the Treehouse.